People love some black folks. I can't say all of them, but the ones that be outside and see niggas, they want to take you everywhere and show you everything and make sure you good. Go over there. They just treat niggas different. I'm talking to black men, niggas. I ain't telling everybody. If you a real nigga and you go over there, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You ain't got to see shit extravagant. Just go over there and be a nigga and watch what happens. You will not believe it. We the most hated motherfuckers on earth, but I'm telling you, it's something about Germany, they just like niggas over there, especially them women.
Oh my.
All types of big ass white German girls named Gretchen and shit over there. Dying to make you some waffles and shit. Nah, but go over there, you'll see.
He said go over there.
Just go over there. I hope somebody who watching this goes over there and come back, and who's been there, just get in the comments.
I ain't gonna cap, man. I've always heard good things about Germany, German women and all of that stuff, but it always seems to come across a little bit more clear when it comes from a hood dude about how they treat black men, more specifically in a place like Germany. And you know, it's weird because it feels as though a lot of guys believe that black guys or black men in general are not embraced in foreign countries. I mean, it baffles me that I can say it and a plethora of other passport men in general can tell you that women treat you a little bit different in overseas countries in general, right? But when it comes from a hood dude, right? Shout out to my man, I think that's my boy Carlos from the 85 South show, right? When it comes from a hood dude, it just seems to hit a little bit different because when I think about it, these guys, I know they're in a position to be able to travel the world if they want to. They make good money, but a lot of them don't, right? So when you have them speaking on it from their own particular perspectives and they're literally telling you gentlemen that these women treat black men different in these countries and y'all still don't believe it, it baffles me. Maybe it's because you think like most women, they're mostly Caucasian, white women don't treat black men different. I don't know what it is about you or who else needs to tell you that the stigma or the stereotype that you guys hear, that shit don't really align like that. I don't know who else needs to tell you that. I can say it, everybody else can tell you that have actually been to Germany. I haven't been there, but I can speak more specifically for the Philippines and places like that. Of course, I don't know how many other people got to tell y'all, look, bro, they kind of got a vibe for us. And a lot of you think it may just be because of what they hear about black men and all of that shit. You already know what the number one talking point is for most girls when it comes to guys and the hypersexuality of black men, whatever it is. I don't know if that's the reason why you want to go, but even if that is true, I can't see how that could hurt you more than it could help you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's really what I'm getting at. But my man Carlos from the 85 South show explained it to you in a way that dumbed it down for damn near anybody to be able to understand. There is something about the treatment of black men in certain countries. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that happens in every single country. But there is a level of excitement. I think that what really does get glossed over is some of these girls are excited to meet black men. Y'all don't want to hear it. A lot of people don't want to believe it. Like, you bluffing. Oh, you just talking out the side of your neck, doc. This man don't know what he's talking about. But it's true. And you can kind of see it in their eyes to an extent that they look at us like we're superstars. And I'm not saying that you are superstars should act as if you are or nothing like that. But some of them look at you like they're looking into the eyes of like somebody they've admired their whole entire life. Right? Like you just wait for somebody to ask you for your autograph and shit. It does seem to be that quality treatment. And as a person who's traveled before, expat, whatever you want to call me, blue book gentleman, all of the above, that's something I never take for granted. I don't think any man should ever take that for granted. If you've been able to share in that experience, that's an experience that I think you should share with your fellow brethren and say, yo, man, it's happened to me. And when it happens to you, you'll know exactly what it is and why we do this, right? What it is. Because, like, there's going to be that one moment, right? Every guy, black, white, or indifferent, but I'm speaking more specifically to my gentleman, there's going to be that one moment, bruh, when You're in a foreign country and it hits you. This shit different, bruh. These women different over here, bruh. Something about these women a little bit different, big dog. Something that I'm not used to, right? The treatment, not used to it, right? It's weird because I just think that, and I hate to tackle it from this perspective because I never want to seem like black men are oppressed and all that shit. But to an extent, if you look at the way society is structured here in the West, let's just keep it a buck, man. We're not very much high on that totem pole, are we? Right? You got other races, all that stuff. Black women, black men somewhere down at the bottom, some shit. So our treatment isn't necessarily something that has been great in the past. That's the best way for me to put it, at least in Western countries. So when you go to these foreign countries and shit, and you start to get this different feeling, you know, fucking this feeling in your stomach, like, yo, man, this is really different, but different in a good way. And I'm starting to like this shit. That's when it hits you. Yo, I can keep doing this. Or at least it triggers or snaps something in your mind that says, yo, what do I need to do to continue doing this? Or to continue traveling to this? Or to continue embracing this? How can I get back to this? Or how can I put myself in a position to live here long term? Right? Goes back to my topic from the live show the other day. Are you here for a good time or are you here for a long time? Right? Sometimes it's a good time, sometimes it's a long time. But if you're looking for a long-term narrative, that's when you put it in your mind, yo, this shit different. These women are different. And I like that shit. Right? So when I hear my man Carlos explaining it, I think his last name is Miller. I just want to make sure I got it right because I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But when you hear when you hear a hood dude explain it, it just hits a little different for me. Right? Because you can be articulate and all that stuff, but they just gonna think you a sellout brother, right? When you talk like that. But when it comes from a hood dude and you got hood dudes telling you exactly how it is overseas because of their own personal experiences, it triggers something in a lot of dudes. Something that otherwise they may not have ever thought about. So for me, man, it's like, look, bro, I like what I do. I like to travel, man. I like the idea of being in different countries. I love the idea of embracing culture. I love the idea of just feeling comfortable when I travel, man. Feeling comfortable in my, I wouldn't say necessarily feeling comfortable in my own skin because I already do, but there are a lot of us that don't. A lot of us that have kind of been shamed and shitted on so much, man. They make it hard to be a black man out here sometimes, right? They truly do. Thank God that I was blessed enough to travel when I was younger, blessed enough to have these experiences at a young age. So now that I've grown into it a little bit and I put myself in a position to make little monies and do what I got to do, it just makes things a little different.